Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Powder Shop. It's your boy Lil Slim coming at you at Lil Slim TV on YouTube. Welcome back to the Powder Shop. Got another episode for you. Um, in today's episode, I want to talk about my song Gangsta Day. Gangsta Day is a song that I recorded. It came and it was on the Thuggin' and Pluggin' album. That was on my third album that I recorded with Cash Money Records. And that song, that's one of my favorites because uh, it has the ideas. I want to talk to you about the ideas behind it and how it all came about. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about Gangsta Day. So, what I remember about Gangsta Day is first this idea, it started with Ice Cube's song Today Was a Good Day. Everybody know today was a good day, right? So it started from that song, and so Manny Fresh, he used some samples from Today Was a Good Day, and I think he used that Summertime sample that that's I think Will Smith used that same sample that came from Summertime. And what I remember about that recording session is that Manny Fresh, he brought in he was bringing in live musicians. So I think he had somebody playing, I'm not sure, the guitar, or I think it was he brought in a guitar player for this specific song here. But that's what Manny Fresh was doing. He was starting to bring in live musicians. So that's why a lot of the records you hear, they sound good. They good records. Now, my particular record, Gangsta Day, we made a radio version for it, but I don't think we cleared any of the samples for it. So therefore, the song couldn't really be used in a way that it really should have been used, because I don't think they cleared those samples. They didn't clear the sample with Ice Cube. Today Was a Good Day. But anyway, we went and recorded that song, and what I can remember about that song was, like, when I was writing it, I was just trying to focus on having a good day, but I had to make it my own. So I was like, I'm gonna make this song, I'm gonna call it Gangsta Day. I had a gangster day, and in writing that song, when I was writing it, I was just trying to talk about a day in the life, a Lil Slim, when I was at that age, I mean, I was doing a lot, so I wrote it, and we went in the studio and recorded it, and like I told you before, we had live musicians actually playing on the song. So, like, I wonder about that, because you got live musicians that we using, to make the song in a beat, but you got samples that we can't clear. You know what I'm saying? So you have a mix of samples, uncleared, and you have live musicians actually playing on the song. So we went in, recorded the song, and I did 3 verses on there. And then I told you before, if Manny Fresh, if he didn't have nobody there to do the chorus, he'll do it himself. So that's how Manny Fresh came on that chorus. Um, it was a gangster day, it was a gangster day, you know, and he did that. And I did the second part of it of I'm not from Rex to riches, but I know I'm on my way. So, yeah, like I said, you know, if Fresh ain't have nobody there, he'll do the verse and jump on it himself. And next thing you know, I heard the song and I was happy with it. I was happy with it. I love the beat. I love what he did with the song. And I love, you know, him putting the chorus on that song. You know, and that song, you know, I don't have contact with Manny Fresh today. You know, we don't talk. But we did that song, you know, and it's Lil Slim featuring Manny Fresh. And it's called the Gangsta Day. And you can pull it up on YouTube. What I love about that song, it has a feel-good vibe to it, you know, and everybody who liked that song and then told me, they was like, man, Slim, that Gangsta Day, bruh, you know, we could ride to that all day listening to that Gangsta Day, because it just, you know, the beat hitting, it feels good, and it's just one of them songs, you know, like I told, you know, people before that album Thuggin' and Pluggin', it's my best work. No denying that Thuggin' and Pluggin' is my best work out of all the albums I've done. When I listen to, you know, people in rap, you know, I talked to my guy from Forbes magazine. I think he's a writer at The Source now. I'm not sure where he's at, but that's what they talk about, Thuggin' and Pluggin'. And like I told you before, Thuggin' and Pluggin', it has so many bangers on there. Like, that's one of them albums you could just pop in and just let it play from front to back, you know. And like I said, Gangsta Day is one of those ones. Gangsta Day is one of those ones on that album, man. You know, I don't think I ever performed Gangsta Day live. I think I performed it maybe 1 or 2 times, but I don't think I ever performed Gangsta Day live, because when I dropped Thuggin' and Pluggin', I was gone from Cash Money. I wasn't with Cash Money when Thuggin' and Pluggin' dropped. So I didn't get a chance to even promote Thuggin' and Pluggin' like it should have been promoted, because I wasn't with Cash Money when Thuggin' and Pluggin' dropped. And that's a trip, because the album, it turned out to be like a super classic. It was a super classic, and like I said, we dropped that album, but I wasn't even with the label, you know, and that it told me a lot, you know. That told me a lot. So once again, that's what they tell me, that Thuggin' and Pluggin' is my best work, and there's nothing but bangers on there from front to back. You can just pop it in and let it play. And man, I could go on and on, but I'm gonna do backstories about other songs that come off Thuggin' and Pluggin'. I mean, I got some songs off the Powder Shop that I want to talk about, which I already talked about blunt after blunt off Powder Shop, but I want to talk about Eagle Street Bounce too. So I'm gonna get into that. But I just wanted to get into Gangsta Day because it's one of my favorite tracks off the Thuggin' and Pluggin' album. It's a feel-good song. Please feel free to go on YouTube, pull it up. It's called the Gangsta Day. And just vibe to it, man. Just vibe to it. And when I had to give interviews and when I spoke in most of all of my interviews, and when they asked me about, that song Gangsta Day, it always brings a smile and it brings joy to me because that's one of my favorite ones. And plus, it feels good. So I just want to welcome you guys back to the Powder Shop. This your boy Lil Slim. I told you I got more bangers for you. We gonna keep the heat coming. Click that like button, hit that subscribe button, holla at me on Instagram at the real Lil Slim 17. That's at the real Lil Slim 17 on Instagram. And come holla at me. Come holla at me. And I'ma hit you again. Once again, your boy. Holla.